Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So the Swedish word of the day is computer, which is the Swedish dator. Dator. So today I'm gonna do a full face of Catrice. I'm not gonna do the eyes because I didn't have an eyeshadow palette from Catrice, but I did use my Natasha Denona palette, so expensive, cheap. But I did record this look in case you find it to be pretty, but I didn't do a tutorial with it. I just recorded it for Instagram, so if the video and the footage turned out good, I will have it up on my Instagram. So if you do like what you see, then you can go ahead and follow me there. Anyway, I have a bunch of Catrice products in this little bag. I have my phone in here as well, so I'm not gonna feature that today, but I do have this beautiful Aloha Sunset palette that looks like this, which is new. I have this Catrice highlighter. Everything is from Catrice, Paulina. I have some setting sprays. I have their foundation and concealer. I have their loose powder. So yeah, I have a bunch of new, and this is not new, but I have a bunch of new stuff and some older stuff. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep on watching. So I'm gonna hop in straight away with foundation because I don't have a primer from Catrice, but I did already prime with my e.l.f. Glow Lotion, so that is super affordable as well. But I'm gonna use this foundation today. This is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It is mattifying, it says, and you guys love this. A lot of you guys have said that this is your holy grail, and a lot of people asked me because I did a review on this one. This is their HD Liquid Radiance Foundation, and this is apparently one of their new foundations. So I do have both of them. Some of you guys asked me like, what's the difference? This has red letters on it and this has black, so they are pretty much the same. This contains a little bit less as well, but I'll go ahead and link that review up here. But today, as I said, I'm gonna use this foundation. I bought the shade Light Beige, which is their lightest shade, I believe. Let's see here. It says that this will provide a long-lasting full coverage without a mask effect and creates an even complexion. Let's see. I'm gonna apply it with a sponge and a brush. So full coverage and matte. Not my favorite, but I've heard so many good things about this foundation that I really wanted to try it out. And this is also with a little, what is it called? You know what I mean anyway. So I'm gonna try not to put this in my eye today. This is thicker than the other foundation, the Radiance foundation, but it's still very liquidy, as you can see. But the shade match seems to be pretty good. Maybe not perfect, but it's pretty good. I want to go over this with a sponge actually, so I just have this little sponge. This is from Essence. It covered up pretty good actually. I did have some red marks right here, and I thought that that covered it up really good. Same thing, I'm always right around my nose, and it covered up that. It is matte, but it's, you can still work it into the skin pretty quick. Like, it doesn't dry down and you can't really move it instantly. It actually looks very, very beautiful. Okay, it's too hot in here, so I actually had to change shirt. But I'm just gonna try and build this up a little bit extra on my cheeks right here, and then on my forehead. Yeah, it's definitely buildable, and I would call this a very, very nice medium coverage foundation. I think that it covered up my skin really, really nicely. It looks matte, but it doesn't look like, you know, crusty. I think even like you could go without setting this. I am going to set it, but I think you don't necessarily need to. So far so good. I'm actually really happy with the foundation, and if you hear something in the background, it's my fan. It's too hot in here. I need to have it on. So you guys know I love this concealer. This is the Catrice Camouflage Concealer. This is super nice. It's very, very nice because it doesn't have that much coverage while it still covers and highlights really, really beautifully. It's not very thick. It doesn't crease. Well, every concealer creases on me, but I don't think it would crease on you if you don't have like big wrinkles under your eyes. I don't know, but Catrice actually came out with this concealer and this is so cute. I just had to buy it. This is their full coverage. It's sweat proof. It says that it's weightless, ultra long lasting. It also says apply and blend 1 drop for full coverage, shake before use. So we are going to try this today, and this shade I bought in the shade Porcelain. Oh, this also has a pipette. Look at this. It also has a little pipette. Oh my god, that is just the cutest thing ever. So this is obviously more than 1 drop, but we're gonna try it out. It's not as light as I would have wanted. I'm not too sure about this. Okay, under my eyes, it's super pretty actually. It's not as highlighted as I personally would have liked it. I would have liked it a little bit more with a little bit more coverage. I think I like it. I'm gonna take a few extra drops. You know, as I said, I would have liked a lighter shade just so I could highlight it a little bit more. But I feel like I'm covered. It does have a high coverage. It isn't, like, I wouldn't say that the foundation and everything looks kind of matte on my chin. But I mean, on the rest of my face, I would call it more of like a, no, I would call this matte. Maybe a demi-matte. Like, it's not matte as the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, I mean. But it is matte. So for powder, I have the Catrice Glow Illusion Loose Powder. This is a brand new foundation. This is a brand new powder. This has a radiance glow. It's translucent. I haven't even removed this, so I don't really know. But it says that it's translucent loose powder with soft focus effect and light reflecting pearls for a flawless and natural glowing complexion. Ultra fine formula can be worn by itself or to fix makeup. So let's try it out. Okay, so the one con with this powder is that I've tried to like shake up a lot of product and not a lot is coming out. Can you see that it's very, very peachy? It does not look translucent, and I'm actually a little bit scared to use this. But blending it out on my hand, it is actually translucent. So let's just try it out. Let's see how it is for baking. Okay. Can you see how it looks like it has really oxidized right here? So the powder is not translucent, also under my eyes. The formula is super thick. I don't know how to compare it, but I would compare it to flour, like baking flour that you use. And sometimes you need to just shake it up a little bit. I feel like that's almost the same. So I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just gonna work this into my skin. I don't know how well you can see this, but if you would sit right next to me and look at my skin, you would see the places that I have put down the powder, like where I baked. So I would never bake with this again. But it hasn't darkened up the skin where I worked it in. So for instance, I removed the bake, but I also spread it around my face, and there it does, and there it has not oxidized. I do feel pretty matte all over, but as I said, I wouldn't bake with this powder. I'm actually going to do my eyes and brows off camera because I don't have an eyeshadow palette from Catrice. I'll probably do a little Instagram tutorial on the eyes though, so if you want to see how I do the eyes, then go ahead and follow me there. But for now, I'll see you in a bit. So I did my eyes off camera and I sort of recorded it, sort of didn't record it. I have recorded it, but it's not going to come up on my YouTube. It's going to go up on my Instagram. And I did use the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Looks like this. But Catrice actually just released, I'm not gonna put it there, I'm gonna put it on the table. Catrice actually released some lashes, and I bought a pair. So I bought, like the packaging, I just have to say I hate, because look, I don't know, like, am I going to destroy this? Oh, it's tape. I'm so bad. But this is what the lashes looks like. They had 5 different pairs, and 2 of them I thought was really pretty, but they only had 1 pair of these, and they only had 1 pair of this in stock, so I got the last one. But yeah, this is what they look like. I think that they are pretty sweet. Ooh, they sort of feel like animal hair, like they are really beautiful. If you don't support or don't want to use mink lashes, these were actually pretty sweet, but I think I need to cut them quite a bit actually. Fluff, I should have put down a little eyeliner. Yeah, you can see right here, just sticking them on. They are too big for my eyes. So I think I'm gonna cut them a piece right here and then a piece right here. So I just keep the middle part. So I did actually cut a little bit of the length right here, like on the sides you can't see, and then on the top. I've liked a more natural eye. These are by no means natural, but I toned them down a little bit, and then I just used a eyelash curler. I think that these are like too big. Okay, they are not on properly, but I don't think that these suit my eye. I mean, I don't have that large eye, no. Yeah, I don't have that large eyes, so it's gonna look real weird. So I'm just gonna pop on some other lashes and be right back. Okay, so I put on some Eylure, I think that they are called Lust List lashes, but I am super excited because I have this palette. This is the Catrice Aloha Sunset palette, and this contains 2 blushes, 2 highlights, and contour and bronzer. So I'm gonna use this today, and I'm actually super excited. I saw this palette and I was like, oh my god, it's super duper cute. It's all that I love. Like, I love a pinky blush, I love contour palettes and bronzer palettes. Like, this is all in one palette. And then I actually have another highlighter I'm gonna use, but I wanted to show you, I bought this brush as well because this is a brush that they came out with, and I don't really know, would I like it for blush perhaps? Like, I don't know. I was thinking that maybe I could use it for contour. Let's see what it says on it. Limited edition Glow Patrol powder brush. With the powder brush, loose and compact powder can be evenly applied for perfectly smooth results. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't say that this is a powder brush. I would use this for maybe, I was thinking contour, but maybe blush. I think I'm gonna use it for blush actually, so we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna take just a normal contour brush. So this is a matte bronzer and this is a shimmery bronzer. I'm just gonna swatch them real quick. So this is what they look like. have to say, this bronzer, no, not really my cup of tea, but I'm gonna try the contour anyway. Okay, so let's just try it out. Okay, the brush picks up a lot, so I'm tapping my brush off quite a lot. And let's just try this out. You know what? No, this is too warm. It's too warm. I'm just gonna blend this out. I'm gonna use this as a bronzer instead. So to keep it going with the affordable route, I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution palette. This is the, you know what? No, I want to take the other Makeup Revolution palette that I have, that I love. So this one, I actually cleaned it up a little bit, you see? So I'm taking a mix of these two shades. I have been really into Instagram videos and so on, which I have talked about before on my channel, but I feel like a lot of the times I'm so into doing makeup tutorials and so on that I do, and this is gonna sound weird, but I do more videos than I can put up. So a lot of the times, like at the moment right now, I think I have 5 videos that is already done. They are just kind of sitting there waiting to get published. And then I have some more that I need to edit. I do a little bit too much. I record a little bit too much. So I thought, okay, instead of me doing a makeup tutorial with this Natasha Denona palette and uploading a video on it when, God knows when, I thought that I could just start doing a little bit more of Instagram videos so that you can get a little bit more content there. So it isn't like the same. So you get a little bit more unique content on both my platforms, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is what I am doing. So if this video goes up, then check it out. I did another makeup video or makeup tutorial using the Natasha Denona palette, but I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't really that good on Instagram, I'm talking about. So I never uploaded that. I kind of had to just scratch all of the footage and just delete it. So now that I'm done contouring, I actually do think that this shade is absolutely too red. So I'm instead taking the shade that I tried to contour with, and I'm taking that as a bronzer, tapping my brush off and then going over this. This is, well, hello, it's pigmented, definitely. I love the mirror. I actually tried to use the mirror in the Natasha Denona palette while doing my eyes. Such a bad mirror. I'm like, can I please get a good mirror when I'm paying like $135? But when I'm paying like not even 10 euros for this, I get a good mirror. A while back, I actually said that I never understand when people review palettes and they're like, oh, it's a good mirror. I'm like, yeah, you always get good mirrors. I totally see what you mean now. Like, okay, now I know what you mean. Like, some mirrors are just crap. So the highlights in this palette is the 2 middle shades, and I just swatched them on my fingers. So let me just swatch them like right here. They're pretty sweet, but I'm gonna show you one thing. This is a new highlight from them. This is the same line where they launched this brush and a few other things. So this one is just beautiful. Look at this. So it comes like this with a little flower, and then you open it up. Look at that. Can you see? Can you see that it has that pink shift to it? It's absolutely beautiful. This is the shade Glowy Highlighter in the shade Aphrodite, or Aphrodite, as we say in Swedish. So I'm just gonna take a little highlighter brush and try and apply it. Ooh, damn, this is beautiful. Oh my god, this is stunning. Wow, I love that pink shift to it. I really hope it turns up on the camera, but it's, oh, you see? This is pink without being like too pink. This might be my new favorite pink highlight. I'm impressed. So let's take a little bit of blush. I'm gonna swatch both of them as well, of course. This is what they look like. Totally my jam. Oh my god, I can't decide. I was really sure that I wanted to use this, but now I kind of want to use this. I think I'm actually gonna go in with this one. So the shimmery one, because that was really pretty. Ooh, look at this. Tapping my brush off. I do love a blush, but okay. Like, okay, I know this is a lot of blush, but the blush brush, no, I think since it is so pointy that I'm gonna try and use it for contour. I think it's gonna work really good for that. But however, I do want to go in with a little bit more highlight. I'm just gonna use you guys as a mirror. And I realized that my studio light it has been over there this entire time. Sorry. Hopefully this video didn't go to shit. Last things last that I have from Catrice are setting sprays. So I did get two different ones. I wanted to get the hydrating one because that one is raved and raved about, but they didn't have that. That was out of stock. So I am going to take, I think this is the Prime and Fine one. Yeah, you could use this as a primer and to set your makeup. But I want to take this one. I think that this one is super cool. It says that this is cooling and refreshing. Long wearing, protecting and hydrating. So I'm gonna use this. So let's just see about the mist. Ooh, okay, let's try it out. I do love the mist. It's like super fine. Is it cooling? Perhaps. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then just lips and my hair, and then I'll be right back just to let this sit a little bit. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I tried to do something with my hair, but you know, I brushed it yesterday because it was such a mess and I needed to cut off a little bit. I do cut my hair myself. It just doesn't look good today, so I just wanted to slick it back. And then on my lips, I'm wearing the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade The Rabbit. I hate that name. Absolutely disgusting name. I hate it. I always think about, well, something that we all think about. I wish they would have just named it Rabbit instead of The Rabbit, but maybe that's just me. I'm not a prude. It's just that I think about it. Anyway, I'm going to just go through all of the products that I used today. And the first thing is the foundation. I have to say, I really like this. I really like this. I have been more I have been more into matte skin lately and a little bit extra coverage because, as I've said so many times, I cannot stop picking at my skin. So I feel like a lot of the times I'm like super red and I want to cover it up. Think that this will work beautifully for camera. I'm gonna see how it works throughout the day as well. If it changes or if anything is like super weird, I'm gonna leave it in the description box. Then we went in with the little concealer. I just have to say, I think that this is so cute. I think really think that this is super duper cute. I like it. I wouldn't say that it's full coverage, but it's super beautiful on the skin. It looks as natural as it can. It's not super duper matte like the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer if you have that, but it is a pretty good coverage. But I wouldn't call it full coverage, but it is good coverage, and so far I do like it. I'm just gonna say right off the bat that there's nothing wrong with the lashes. It's my fault. Like I shouldn't have bought them. They were too big for my eyes in my personal opinion. The brush, it's fine, like it's a first impression. It's a little bit too dense to be blush brush in my opinion, so I'm gonna try it out for contour and see how it works then. The loose powder, dreadful, made me look a little bit orange and it just darkened everything up. Definitely not translucent, but I have noticed as well that sometimes when I do bake, it can sometimes make everything look a little bit darker. So I'm gonna try it out and see if I can make it work if I'm not baking. So I'm just gonna keep you updated on that. I'm gonna use it and see how it works out, but it is pretty packed, like it's pretty packed. And for me, something that is really important is the amount of product that you get in a powder. I think that everything under 10 is like no, and I am not gonna buy a powder that has less than 10 and up in my opinion, and this has 11 grams. So 11 grams, pretty decent in my opinion. Then we used this Aloha palette. I have to say, like, I love the packaging of this. I think that it looks beautiful, and the mirror is really nice. The highlights I obviously didn't try. This bronzer is way too red in my opinion, and then this one is pretty warm, but I think it's beautiful. You know, if you like a beautiful bronzer, if you like a warm bronzer, I mean, I think it works good, and nothing wrong with it. The blush is the best in the palette in my opinion. I think that they're super beautiful, like I love the shades of it, and they are a blush. So I think that this is a great palette that you could go and take with you if you'd like to travel or something. This one I could recommend if you like the shades of it. They did have another one as well that I didn't purchase. I'm gonna link to Cosmetic for Less where I purchased all of these products. Okay, the star of the show in my opinion, no, you know what, I wouldn't say that this is my all-time favorite out of this video. I think that the foundation, concealer, and the highlight, the glow highlighter is my favorite. I went into the bathroom just to wash my hands because I always get super dirty hands when I do my makeup, and you know, you touch stuff and so on. And I just looked in the mirror and my highlight looks beautiful. It looks sort of like a champagne, but it also has that beautiful pinky red shift, not red, but super beautiful. Definitely like something I would wear on a day-to-day. I would wear this out, doesn't matter, like I would wear this, and super beautiful. And then both of these, obviously I didn't use this, so I'm just gonna put this down, but this one, yes, I can say that it looks or it felt cooling for a little bit when I went off camera. I don't really know how much it did for my skin. It didn't leave a glow, it didn't leave my skin matte, it just felt cooling. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm super bad at reviewing face sprays, but if I could recommend you guys to purchase something, I would say for now, keep in mind this is a first impression of course, but I would say the highlight, the foundation, and the concealer. That is it for now. I do love this, the mist of the spray, by the way. I do love that. That is gonna do it for today, guys. I do hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you did not like the video, please feel free to thumbs the video down. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.